And the legal challenges come as Trump is ramping up the rhetoric on the campaign trail. ABC News political director Rick Klein joins me now for more on that. Rick, Trump says House January 6th committee members should be jailed for investigating him and has suggested that he could pardon people convicted for their roles in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. How could all of this impact his campaign?
Diane, it's worth remembering that we're moving out of the primary season and now into the general election season. And these kind of comments might have helped him among core Republican voters, but are they going to help him in reminding people of the horrors and the outrages of January 6th? And he's continued, as we've talked about, to try to rewrite the history of that date. That is exactly where his political vulnerabilities could lie. And I've talked to a lot of people also around the Biden campaign. They want to find fresh ways to remind people of the threats to democracy that, in their view, Donald Trump poses. So for him to praise the January 6ers, to suggest that they are deserving of pardons, to say that you're going to prosecute political opponents, that is downright dangerous and incendiary rhetoric on the political front, and it's something that we're going to hear a lot about from the campaign, whether or not Trump repeats it.
Now, Liz Cheney has been mulling a run. What kind of an impact could a third-party candidate like that have on this race?
Yeah, I've talked to people close to Cheney, and I don't anticipate that she's going to run. She's been targeted by Trump continually. She lost her seat in the House of Representatives to a primary challenger backed by Trump, and now Trump saying that she deserves to be prosecuted for a role in the January 6th committee. She's flung back pretty hard on that and saying just because you put it out there doesn't mean it's true. I don't anticipate though that she runs. I think though the thing to watch is going to be where she and other people like Mike Pence, other Republicans who say they're not going to support Trump, where their support goes, where they try to direct their supporters. They have pretty well-funded political operations, Cheney in particular, and where do those efforts go? Maybe it goes to a third-party candidate, but that doesn't seem all that likely at this moment.
Now, today's primaries in 5 states include a key Senate race in Ohio. What are you watching for there?
Yeah, Ohio's fascinating because it's one of these races where Trump has a favored candidate and members of the Republican establishment in the state have other candidates. In fact, there's 2 of them in Ohio, and it's a very close race according to the polls. Donald Trump was there over the weekend where he made those comments about the bloodbath that he said would take place in the economy and beyond if he wasn't to win the presidency. And he's been all in for his candidate there. And but there are people that are looking at that and saying, wait, if you find more of a mainstream kind of establishment-minded Republican, you have a better chance of winning. And Ohio is one of a couple of states that are red at the presidential level where Republicans would love to pick up a Senate seat. They feel very good about their chances there. The question is what kind of Republican they put up to run against Senator Sherrod Brown this fall. We'll find out tonight. And
what other races are you watching today, Rick?
Well, look, the primaries, as I said, are basically over, but the number of uncommitted voters that we get, or people voting in essentially protest against Joe Biden on the Democratic side, could still be a story, as could the number of votes that Nikki Haley gets in some very populous states like a Florida or in Arizona or in Ohio. A lot of voters there. Those are important states. Some of those voters may have voted before Nikki Haley dropped out 2 weeks ago, but if there's any kind of lingering resentment or anger over Trump getting the nomination, almost certainly it'll be there. We also have a primary against a sitting House member in Illinois, and the race to replace Kevin McCarthy in the House of Representatives. The drama there is going to be a Republican who replaces him, but if that person doesn't get more than 50% of the vote today, it'll be another 2 months until they can fill that seat. And of course, that's a vote that Speaker Mike Johnson and House Republicans would love to get like yesterday.
All right, political director Rick Klein. Always great to have you, Rick. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.